Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Talk Show, where you can improve your English just by listening to us. I'm Clara, and as always, we have Mike with us.
Hey everyone, great to be back.
So, Mike, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt nervous when someone suddenly asks you for directions?
Oh yes, definitely. Sometimes I know the place, but I don't know how to explain it clearly in English.
You're not alone. We've received many messages from our listeners saying they struggle when it comes to explaining directions.
That makes total sense. Most people only know phrases like go straight, turn left, or turn right.
Exactly. So today, we're going to focus on how to give directions in a more fluent, natural, and confident way.
That's a great lesson. When we explain directions clearly, the other person can understand easily and reach their destination without any confusion.
Of course, we have advanced technology now, Google Maps, GPS, everything, but sometimes things go wrong.
Right. You might lose network coverage or your phone battery might die.
And in moments like that, asking another person for directions becomes really important.
Exactly. That's why this skill is still very useful in real life.
So today's lesson will have two parts. In the first part, we'll introduce important words and phrases you need when giving directions, along with simple examples.
And in the second part, we'll explain the more difficult words and expressions so you can use them confidently in real life situations.
Before we start, don't worry if you don't understand everything at the first go. We'll explain everything clearly later.
So just relax and keep listening.
Let's get started. All right, Mike, let's start with the basics, but in a smarter way. Most people say, go straight, turn left, turn right. That's correct, but it sounds a bit basic, right?
Yes, and sometimes it's not clear enough. If the place is unfamiliar, the listener might still get confused.
Exactly. So instead of using only basic directions, we can add location words and sequence phrases to sound more fluent.
Perfect. So, Clara, what kind of words should we start with?
Let's start with some location words. Words like across from, next to, beside, opposite, and around the corner. These make your directions much more visual.
Oh, yes, and phrases like just past the, or you'll see it on your left or right. That way, people know exactly what to look for.
Exactly. Let's give a simple example. Suppose someone asks you, where is the nearest coffee shop? Instead of saying, go straight and turn left, you could say, walk straight along this street for about 200 meters, then turn left at the traffic lights. You'll see the coffee shop across from the bookstore. It's hard to miss.
That's a brilliant explanation.
Notice how I added across from the bookstore and it's hard to miss. That gives the listener a clear landmark.
Another example could be directions to a park. You could say, take the next right, then continue straight until you reach the main square. The park is just past the fountain, next to the library.
Yes, see how just past and next to make it easier to imagine the place.
Exactly. And for tricky intersections, we can use phrases like at the corner of, or opposite the, or even diagonally across from. And you can also guide people visually with phrases like, you'll notice a red building on your right, or there's a small cafe on the left as soon as you turn.
Yes, these little details are super helpful. People often get lost when directions are too short or generic.
Another tip is to give approximate distances or times, like it's about a 5-minute walk or 100 meters down the street. It helps the listener understand how far to go.
Exactly. Let's put it all together. Suppose someone asks, how do I get to the local museum?
You could say, walk straight along this road for about 300 meters, then turn left at the roundabout. You'll pass a bakery on your right. The museum is opposite the city hall, next to the fountain. You can't miss it.
Perfect. See how natural that sounds? You gave landmarks, visual cues, approximate distances, and clear sequence words. That's what makes directions fluent and easy to follow.
And notice how we used words like opposite, next to, across from, just past, and phrases like you'll notice and you can't miss it. These are super useful in real life.
Exactly. And that's what today's first part is about, giving directions in a way that's clear, natural, and confident, not just left and right.
Awesome. Let's break down these words and phrases so listeners can use them easily in real situations.
So stay tuned, relax, and just keep listening. By the end of today's episode, you'll feel confident giving directions in English.
Across from. This means something is on the other side of the street or area. Example, the coffee shop is across from the bookstore. Next to. This means something is immediately beside another object. Example, the park is next to the library. Beside. This is similar to next to, meaning right at the side of something. Example, there's a small cafe beside the bank. Opposite. This is used to show something is directly facing another object. Example, the hotel is opposite the supermarket. Around the corner. This shows that something is very close, just behind a corner. Example, the pharmacy is around the corner from the traffic lights. Just past. This means something comes immediately after a landmark. Example, the museum is just past the fountain. Diagonally across from. This is when something is across the street, but not directly opposite, at an angle. Example, the cafe is diagonally across from the library.
All right, everyone, that was a lot of information, but don't worry. If you need to, watch the video again and don't forget to take notes.
Yes, have a look at the repetition list of key words and phrases, and we hope you can listen more actively and confidently than before.
And of course, feel free to reach out if you need any help or more information from us. We're always happy to support you. Before we wrap up, please subscribe and support our channel. Your support helps us create more lessons like today's.
Thanks so much for listening. See you in another great lesson.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.